seem like water is magically appearing out of nowhere. And well, the only problem I see with this is that the faucet costs $19,000. It's normally not advisable at all to fly drones in cluttered spaces, but some engineers at Caltech somehow designed through machine learning a way for swarms of drones to learn new environments on the go, without bumping each other or any other things in the room. If you ever wonder how a very hard object is broken, here's how. A weird sight to see is this sort of helicopter demo, which has a dual rotor system that looks like they're about to make contact, which kinda makes you anxious. Putting the filler on a cake can be very time-consuming, especially if you want it to be spread evenly, and have to do it for hundreds or thousands of cakes. But there is an amazing cake filler robot that can do it in as little as 1.3 seconds. An amazing gadget that was created is one in which an object seems to completely disappear once inserted. Earthquakes are probably one of the most scary natural phenomena out there, which can cause serious damage to building structures. In order to protect said structures, there are things called dampeners, which this model show how they works, and it's very interesting to watch. David C. Roy is an artist who makes kinetic sculptures, which even though it seems like it has a motor, is completely mechanical, and the sculptures create an absolutely mesmerizing effect that one can watch for hours. A few weeks ago, it was revealed the new model of the top-in-the-class car from Mercedes, the S-Class, and well, a very impressive innovation they added is that the car now has a system that reacts to a potential side collision by literally lifting the whole car to protect the passengers. Due to the pandemic, someone handing you a drink or many people opening a fridge might not be the safest thing in the world. A pretty cool invention that can be a solution to this is this German machine that hands you your selected choice of beverage. A catamaran is a watercraft that has a very distinct look because of the holes they have. A crazy hydrofoil catamaran made by the Oracle team looks like nothing else in the water and can reach incredible speeds. A totally mesmerizing invention that is used in food processing is the apple slicer. First, it takes it to a peeling place, and then what it does is slice the apples into even pieces extremely fast. Even though regular jet ski are already extremely fun, a crazy invention that makes it even better is this new jet ski that can quite literally levitate, so it looks like you're flying. Plus, you can do awesome tricks in the air. A very confusing picture to see is this Lego set, in which set the castle looks like it should fall, but somehow it stays upright. Not sure why they stopped making these, but in some older cars there was an extra fifth wheel that made the car much easier to park, and you can even do a 180-degree turn in very little space. Okay, I have no idea the specifics on how this works, but somehow this rotary sail is propelling this entire massive cruise ship, because when the wind blows from the side and creates an effect that results in a forward thrust. A crazy human-like robot to see in action is a prototype from AIST, who is able to assemble structures, such as walls for houses or cabinets. Not sure why they didn't add more arms though. A pretty awesome invention is a life-saving bracelet, which somehow literally holds inside an inflatable. So if you're struggling or need to quickly go up to the surface, you just pop it open, and it takes you upwards incredibly fast. The floating backpack by Hoverglide is a huge backpack that looks like a glitch because it bounces up and down, but it actually is great for joints and shoulders, even though it obviously isn't floating. The professor who made it says the system decreases the force exerted on the user. With spaces getting smaller and smaller, we have to learn to make the most out of them. Brian Conti decided to create stick magnets in order to use the top part of the shelf or fridge to hang things up, and even showed how strong these magnets are by placing a Hummer. Putting a table on the street can take a lot of space. A pretty cool innovation is one that you can transform what looks like a regular bench into a table with seats. Formula Rossa is probably one of the most insane roller coasters in the world that works in a completely different way than conventional roller coasters. You even have to wear safety glasses because it reaches a speed of 149 miles per hour and does 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, which is faster than a Bugatti Chiron or any production car in the world. Being a lifeguard is a very complicated job, especially when the tide is high and someone needs help immediately. A technology that literally saves lives is one from USAVE, which is a remote-controlled lifeguard, which can be extremely useful when someone needs help despite weather conditions. With companies like DHL having to deliver thousands of packages daily, it's literally impossible for workers to sort them out, so they have these transport systems positioning that have individual control of the wheels, which make packages able to move in all orientations.
Flat surface. After the Shark Tank, we started testing with DHL the Cellular in real production environment. And now we'll develop the system further.
With so many inconveniences when people give out trophies, an amazing invention, which is a mix of robotics and art, made by Mark Satrakian, is a sort of trophy holder, which looks incredible and it's fully functional. Okay, this one might be weird to imagine, but imagine having an extra thumb. Even though at first the benefits might not be so obvious, it can be very useful with such things as having a better grip, or even to play a guitar differently. An amazing gadget made by Brazilian designer Flavio is one that produces incredible lighting and very smooth movements that is incredibly satisfying to watch. Some people really like to sleep. A crazy Kickstart invention that raised over $200,000 lets you sleep absolutely anywhere and in any position you like. If you ever wonder who collects the golf balls after a golf game, nowadays the answer is usually an automated ball picker that collects the balls and takes them to the cleaning area. Even though solar panels don't require to be cleaned too often because their performance isn't very effective, some people really need their panels to be functioning as best they can 24/7, so they have some incredible robots that can clean the solar panels. Being Iron Man is probably the dream of many people. A Japanese company is trying to make this a reality by making incredible suits called Kurata, in which you can get inside and control it from the inside, and it looks pretty cool moving through the streets.